here I am at Beermageddon Day 2. I'm with the brilliant Eternal Fear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So, what brought you to Beermageddon then? How did you get to be on the lineup?
I think it was through a radio interview we did with Valkyrie on a station in America.
Yeah.
And then she introduced Eternal Fear for Jim.
Yeah.
And Jim introduced us on the 3 stations he was DJing, and people started to request our songs, and then he told me that maybe you should come over and do some gigs.
Excellent.
Yeah. So it's a long story, but finally we're here.
You're here.
Yeah.
And is this your first trip then to the UK?
Yes, it's the first trip.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And how are you finding it so far?
Yeah, finally very good.
Yeah.
Good.
A new experience.
And you're playing tonight?
Yes.
Yeah. And what sort of things can the audience expect from you? What sort of music?
I think it's pure heavy metal. Yes. So that's what we can do for you. Yeah.
So how did Eternal Fear get together?
Yeah,
He
pointed at me. It's a long story, but we started to play around in the early 90s.
Yeah.
And just kept going from there.
And do you find that in Europe then that you have quite a big fan base?
Yeah, it's growing all the time, I think. Especially when the internet was introduced to us and we could spread ourselves on the net.
And have you played many festivals this year?
No. This is the first festival.
Right, right.
We haven't done so much gigs at all this year. We released the album in May or April, May.
Yeah.
And then we've done just 1 gig in Sweden and then this 4 now in the UK. So,
excellent. And tell me a bit more about the album. Who did the writing for it?
We all did. Music was me and Matthias. The lyrics was written by Lövdahl and Ivan.
And how would you describe the album to anybody who wanted to buy it?
Yeah, it's mixed.
Mixed.
It's fast songs, slow songs.
So it's a whole range of sort of styles in there.
Yes, it is.
some old school, I think.
Yeah.
And what was age were you when you got your very first instruments and when you started to sing?
I was 17. I played the drums.
Yeah, I was 15. Singing. In a band, of course.
Or in the shower.
All right, I was 2.
I think I was around 7, 8 years old when I started to ding, ding, ding on an old guitar.
Yeah, so I bought my first electric when I was, I think, 17.
Okay. And do you still have your original instruments at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, neither
Well,
do
you
I.
have in a way. You have to carry it everywhere with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite interesting that a lot of bands do keep their very sort of sentimental. They seem to keep their very first sort of instruments.
Yeah. I have my first amplifier, I have said.
Excellent.
I have moved it several times, but it always hangs with me, so people tell me get rid of that, but now it's in my garage.
Yeah, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
And is this your very first band together, or have you been in other bands? And if you've been in other bands, what have they been called?
No, this is the one and only for me.
I've been in a band called Another Dawn with Stefan
Ah, right.
before Eternal Fear.
Yeah, I played with a lot of bands, but we changed name all the time, so I don't remember. I was in a tribute band with Thin Lizzy songs, yeah, but it's way back.
And have you sung with anybody else?
Yeah, this man over there, he played also before
Yeah, hard rock,
Yeah.
American style.
in the 80s.
Yeah, a band called Easy Street.
Easy Street.
Yeah, it's, a song we heard with David Lee Roth. He had it was called that. I'm on Easy Street.
Now it starts, you see, giving it up, yeah.
And have you considered doing some cover songs? Some really sort of cheesy, you know, not very like 80s, 70s poppy songs at all, and making it your own style?
No.
No.
Fair enough.
Late answer.
Some do, some don't. Yeah. And you're here tonight. Where are you next?
Tomorrow we're playing Birmingham on Scruffy Murphy's.
All right.
Yes.
That'd be a good venue. And did you play last night? Did you say?
Yeah, last night we played in Tamworth.
In Tamworth.
Yeah, on the Rock Bar.
Yeah. And so you've got one more gig after that. Leicester. And then it's back to home.
Back to home on Monday.
Yeah.
No Friday.
Right.
Yes.
That's a busy weekend for
Yes,
you.
it is. It's not like a vacation or anything.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's quite a schedule, right? And so what happens when you get home? Are you going to promote the album more? Are you going to go out and play more? Or what's happening then?
I think we're gonna write
Sleep.
and
Sleep.
yeah, and when we are woken up again, we're gonna write some new stuff and record it. I
Right.
think.
It's good.
We hope we can get some gigs in Sweden
Yeah.
after this.
Yes.
Yeah. People start to wonder why are these guys get gigs in the UK, I think.
Right.
Yeah. So maybe we should get them on stage in Sweden too.
Yeah.
And do you have quite a big fan base in Sweden?
I don't know really. I think it's bigger on the other countries,
Right.
like Spain and UK and USA. I think so.
Quite international then.
Yeah.
And when you do play in Sweden, do you recognise some of the same faces that come to see you quite regularly, or is it all sort of like new people?
Well, it's new people, I think.
Right. So you're reaching a wider audience all the time?
It's also one.
You're reaching a bigger audience, lots of people, fans?
It varies depending on the place we
Ah,
go.
right. Right, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And if you had the chance to play any venue in the world, where would it be?
Yeah, back in open air.
That sounds nice.
Should be good.
And if you had a chance for anybody to support you, who would you have?
Black Sabbath.
Why not?
Yeah, that's fair.
Same for you?
Yeah, yeah, would be great.
Okay.
Who could turn them down?
You are, right. They could be your road crew as well.
Yeah, also doing heavy lifting. Yeah, amplifier. It should be inside.
Yes.
Talking to the sound guy, giving instructions.
So if anybody hasn't heard any of your music, how can they get hold of it?
We're on the iTunes and Spotify and on Amazon.
Yeah,
And,
I think it's
yeah.
available on all the major platforms
Yeah.
for digital download.
Right. And I don't know whether they might have heard of it. Have you heard of Marmite?
No.
I can't ask that question, then can
Do you guys have a website address or a Facebook address?
Yeah.
Would you like to, if you
What
can
is it?
remember it?
Eternalfear.net.
Yeah.
There you go.
And then Facebook is
Eternal Fear
Central Sweden.
Eternal Fear Sweden.
Yeah. Eternal Fear Sweden.
And your merchandise as well, they can get through the same outlet, you know, your t-shirts and different things. That
Yeah.
yeah.
It's only to give us a sign, so
Yeah.
no problems.
And when you have time off from the band, what do you each like to do to relax?
Watching ice hockey.
Ice hockey?
Yeah.
Yeah, watching movies, TV series,
What sort of movies?
any kind
Any kind.
except romance.
I spend my time with my family.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
And have you got young children or? are they
Yeah,
really-
young.
Very young.
And one 15 years.
All right. Age and spectrum, you've got to keep
Yeah.
an eye on all of them then.
Yeah, I'm a big football fan,
Right.
so I watch the Premier League.
Right.
It's very nice.
Yeah, I spend time with my family also.
Okay.
I got 2 girls,
2 girls.
6 and 8.
Right.
So it's
He's busy.
full driving them to different things.
Right. Chauffeur.
Yeah,
Yeah.
designated driver.
Wait till we get an age, then they can be your designated.
Yeah, that would be great.
Well, guys, thank you very much for giving me some of your time, because I know you have to go and play, and I expect there's a few things you'll probably need to do. And it's been a pleasure, and it's been great to actually meet you and
Yeah.
having a quick chat. And
Thank you.
stuff.
Same to you.
Yeah, brilliant. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
guys. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.